Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. You are listening to Malik Shahzaib, and today in this video I will be teaching you about the product rule in derivation. So the product rule will be in 3 steps. Number 1 step is change the power into base, subtract 1 from the power and take further derivative. I know you have not understood it, so I will give you an example. So let's solve an example. So here is our first question, x power 4. We have to differentiate it with respect to x by using power rule. Okay, the first step of our rule says that change the power into base. So you can see the power is 4. We have to change it into base. Next step says that subtract 1 from the power. So we have to write x as it is and subtract 1 from the power, it becomes 3. And next step says that take the further derivative, and we have to take the further derivative what's inside this power. So inside this power you can see it's x, so we have to take the further derivative of x. And next we have to simplify it, for it becomes x cube. You know that the further derivative of x is 1, so it becomes 4x cubes. You got it? So our second example is a square x power minus 1. We have to differentiate it with respect to x, so that's why we are differentiating it with respect to x. You can see that here a square is constant, so we are putting it out and we will differentiate x power minus 7. So a square, and now we will apply power rule on it. You know the first step of our rule is change the power into base. So the power is minus 7. I have changed it into base. Next step is subtract 1 from the power. So we have wrote x as it is, minus 7 and minus 1. And next is take further derivative what's inside this power. Okay, so we are taking the further derivative and it's x, so we have to write it x here as it is. You got it? Okay, next we will just simplify it. A square minus 7 and it becomes minus 8 and it's 1. So finally it becomes minus 7 a square x power minus 8, and it is your answer. You got it? Well then man, our third example is 2x power 4 minus 3 under root x plus 3. Let's suppose it y is equals to, and now we will differentiate with respect to x on both sides, dy by dx and d by dx into 2x power 4 minus 3 under root x plus 3. And now dy by dx is equals to d by dx and 2x power 4 minus dy by dx into 3. And you know the power of under root is 1 by 2, so can I write it here 1 by 2 instead of under root, because we know that the power of under root is 1 by 2, and then plus and d by dx into 3. Okay, next we will simplify it. No, we will apply power rule on it. Okay, so I will just put 2 outside because 2 is constant, d by dx into x power 4 minus 3 outside because 3 is constant, and d by dx into x power 1 by 2 plus, you know the derivative of constant is 0, so we will write 0 here. Okay, so now we will apply power rule here too, and then the first step of power rule says that change the power into base. So the power is 4, we have changed into base. And next step says that subtract 1 from the power. So you can see that here x, and if we subtract 1 from the power 4, it becomes 3, and then take the further derivative. So we have taken the further derivative. Next 3, and now you know the first step of power rule is change the power into base. So I have changed the power into base. Next subtract 1 from the power x, 1 by 2 minus 1, and then take the further derivative. Yeah, and then it becomes 0. Okay, and now the next step is 2 into a 4 8 and x cube, sorry it's cube, and then 1 minus 3 into 1 by 2 into x, so it becomes 1 by 2 minus 1, it becomes minus 1 by 2, and then it becomes 1. If we simplify it, our answer becomes 8x cube minus 3 by 2 under root x, and it is your answer. You got it? So let's solve our last example. Our question is x power minus 3 minus x power minus 3 by 2. plus under root x plus 1 by under root x plus 9. So let's suppose y is equals to this, and then we will take derivative on both sides. D by dy by dx is equals to d by dx into x power minus 3 minus and x power minus 3 by 2, and then we will write, and I can also write is under root x is equals to 1 by 2, so I can write here 1 by 2, and then I can also write is here it's under root 1 by 2, and then if I bring it on the numerator side it becomes minus 1 by 2, okay, and then plus 9. And next what we will do, dy by dx is equals to, we will multiply dy by dx by each term individually. Dy by dx into x power minus 3, then minus d by dx into x power minus 3 by 2 plus d by dx into x power 1 by 2 plus d by dx into x power minus 1 by 2, and then d by dx into 9, okay. And now what we will do is, now we will apply power rule. Dy by dx is equals to, the power rule says that change the power into base, so the power is minus 3, I have changed it into base, and then subtract 1 from the power. If I subtract 1 from the power, minus 3 minus 1, it becomes minus 4, and then take the further derivative dy by dx, okay. And next what we will do here, I will also apply the power rule on this term. So the first step of the power rule is change the power into base. So if I change the power into base, it becomes minus 3 by 2, and next subtract 1 from the power. So if I subtract 1 from the minus 3 by 2 minus 1, it becomes minus 5 by 2, okay, and then take the further derivative plus, and now we will apply power rule on this term. It says, first step says that change the power into base. If I change the power into base, it becomes 1 by 2, and subtract 1 from the power. Its power is 1 by 2. If I subtract 1 from 1 by 2, it becomes minus 1 by 2, and then we will take the further derivative. And similarly here it becomes minus 1 by 2 and x power minus 1 by 2, and minus 1, it becomes minus 3 by 2, and then take further derivative dy by dx into x, and you know the derivative of constant is 0, so I will write plus 0 here because the derivative of 0 constant is 0, okay. And now we will just simplify it, minus 3 x power minus 4, and then you know the derivative of x is 1, okay, so that's why I'm writing it 1 here, minus plus, and then 3 by 2 x power minus 5 by 2 and 1 here, plus 1 by 2 x power minus 1 by 2 into 1, and minus 1 by 2 x power minus 3 by 2 into 1, okay. I can also write it has here minus 3. If the power is minus in the numerator, it becomes positive in the denominator, so that's why I am writing it here, and the power becomes plus 4 because I have bring it to the denominator, okay, and then multiplying it, it becomes this term. After that, minus 3 by 2 x power 5 by 2, same I did in the here, and then 1 by 2 x power 1 by 2, clear. And after that, minus 1 by 2, and it becomes 3 by 2 in the denominator. In numerator it was minus 3 by 2, and in denominator it becomes 3 by 2, and here it is our answer. You got it? So this is a way of using power rule. Power rules consist of 3 steps. Number 1 is change the power into base, subtract 1 from the power, and take the further derivative. I hope you learned it, and if you learned, and if you want to watch more videos, you can subscribe to Malik Shazaib and comment how the video is. So see you in the next video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.